This is my first video and I just wanted to be an introduction into getting to start your small business and how I got my small business started, because it is a lot of work. So here's 3 things you should consider before you start your small business. So let's get into it. Organize your life. If you don't think that you have room in your life right now to start a small business, but you want to and you have the knowledge to and you have the capability to, if your house is not organized, if your environment around you is not organized, it is hard to focus, okay? If you are in a calm environment where you feel relaxed, you feel sustained, you feel taken care of, you know, it makes you want to work harder. Make a schedule. If you feel like that you are having a hard time organizing your life, or maybe your life is already organized, make a schedule. A schedule of time where you're going to allow yourself throughout the day to work on your small business so that you can be successful. I recommend spending 1 to 2 hours on your business a day. And so if you don't have an hour here, 2 hours there to spend on your small business, then instead you need to take time when you can. How much time can you allot to spend on your small business a day? The second thing you should consider when you're starting your small business is learn to value your time over your money. Okay, this was a really hard concept for me when I started my first small business last year. Going round 2 with my second small business, I am trying to learn from my mistakes, okay? Because we think just because we can do it that we should do it, which is not always the case. Just because, yes, I can make everything by hand, like all of my designs, all of my printouts, everything, doesn't mean necessarily I should spend all that time, because that's like an hour or 2 hours out of my day sometimes, maybe more, you know, spent on manufacturing items, where if I were to just outsource to another manufacturer, that could end up saving me some time and some money. So depending on where you're at in your small business, if you haven't started yet, something to consider moving forward when you do start your small business is that at a certain point, once your small business grows to a certain level, you know, learn to outsource and stop doing everything yourself. That way that you can spend more time actually upscaling and growing your business. Do something you love. If I can't give you any other piece of advice for when you are thinking about starting your small business, if you're not sure what your small business is gonna be on, there's too many options in your head, or you know, there's too many things pulling you in different directions, you know, make sure you pick something that you love, because it's so easy to see somebody making money. They're making money doing drop shipping, or hey, this person's making money doing that, and it's so easy to get caught up in like, well, hey, they're doing that, it's making the money, I could do that, I could make money, which you can, and I'm sure you could. But if you are doing something for the money and not necessarily doing it because you like it, or because you enjoy it, or because you want to grow something inside of you, it is hard to stay committed to something that isn't doing well if you don't like it. Okay, and so do something you love, because if you do something you love, you can do it forever. I'm talking too much. Because the reality is, being a small business owner is that you can definitely have initial success, but overnight success is really not a real thing. You can have gradual success, and maybe in your first month like do amazing, right? But that first day 1, day 2, or day 3, you know, when you have started and maybe you don't necessarily have a sale yet, or maybe you only have 1 sale, or maybe people aren't visiting your website, or maybe people aren't watching your videos, you know, when you are in those first couple days and you're thinking like, I think I'm doing everything right, I'm editing everything, I am making sure I have a good product for people, that it is solving a problem for them, it is giving value to their life in some kind of way. Because if you are selling something, a product to somebody, it should be giving them value, it should be helping them with something, it should excite them. This video is just to really help you guys get inspired, hopefully. Start your small business journey today. When you are starting a small business, you want to put as much as your energy as possible into it, as much time as possible. You know, maybe that means that you're getting up early now, maybe you're getting up at 6 instead of 7, maybe you're going to bed at 11 instead of 10. You know, you need to achieve your dreams, you need to make sacrifices, and you need to get uncomfortable. Okay, if you're comfortable where you're at, if you're comfortable where you're too comfortable, okay? Because every day you should be learning something and helping somebody. You get the good karma you put out into this world, which is why I want to share how easy easy I feel it is to start a small business. Because if you start now, if you follow all these tips about like how to market your business, how to start your small business, if you just do the work, if you just start the research, just start looking up small businesses, go watch some other videos, you will see you can do it. Hold yourself accountable. Another reason small businesses or small business owners fail is because it's not like your 9 to 5. Nobody is there holding you accountable for your actions to make sure that you show up every day, that you do the hard work, that you do the research. And so because it's a small business, you have to hold yourself accountable. You gotta girl boss it, boy boss it. You have to. And if you have a hard time procrastinating like I do, hold yourself accountable. Set time frames for yourself. Set a schedule, stick to it. Sometimes things happen, emergencies happen, we can't stick to a schedule. Maybe it's harder to have a schedule because you're of kids, or you only have your kids at a certain time. Whatever it is, make time. Even if your schedule is as small as saying, hey, when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna take 15 minutes to do this. I'm gonna take 15 minutes to plan my business, and then at night, 15 minutes before bed, I will do this. Find the time. Find the time for your small business. If you can't do every day, 4 or 5 times a week. Treat it like the gym. Whenever you go to the gym, maybe you don't go to the gym, but whenever you go to the gym, you sit in the car afterwards, you take your notepad, you write a few minutes, you take your phone, you do your research online, research your niche, research your topic, research your manufacturer, do all of that. It's hard. It is hard. It's hard to stay consistent, but when you have a small business, you don't have a choice but to stay consistent. If you are not consistent, it's hard to grow your business. Your small business needs consistency. It's small, so it needs love, care, attention, catering. Okay, you have to stroke her. She's a little egg that you're like nesting and nurturing right now and taking care of, and you're waiting for her to grow into a beautiful pink dinosaur. You need to take care of her, okay? And you have to nurture it every day with all of your heart and your soul so it can sprout into the business that you want to see. Think about how a small business could change your life, change your family's life, how happy it could make you. To build something of your own, to have something of your own that you've grown and that you've nurtured is like no other feeling. So think about that. That's something to think about, is how is making your small business going to help you today? All right, so those are just a few things to consider when you're starting your small business. Before you get started with your small business, things to consider. I am here on my journey. I want to help other small business owners like me who were overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed with the amount of information there was for starting your small business. I didn't know what an LLC was, if I needed one, how to open a business bank account, who I should ship with, who I should host my website with, if I even needed to host a website. And so I'll be dropping a video every week going over business basics. My next one will be dropping next week, will be on how to start your LLC, your business checklist to get your business started. I want to go through everything: how to market your business, how to sell your business, how to niche down your business, how to get into your market. And so if you're interested, if those are things that interest you growing your business, or you're interested to see more, subscribe to see more videos on how to get your small business started.